It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. We utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
I'll hear about a Pittsburgh celebrity or a national celebrity, and somebody will say, you know, he's a Central guy. And I would say, I didn't know that. As soon as that Central Catholic word comes out of somebody's mouth, there's a hollow feeling. Unless you're a Central person, you have trouble explaining what that bond is. You really do. You can say it with pride. I'm a Central guy. Still am.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
It's a playoff hockey night in Pittsburgh tonight from the RMU Island Sports Center in Neville Township inside the Clearview Arena. The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League presents the 2025 Class 3A Penguins Cup semifinals between the number 3 seeded North Allegheny Tigers and the number 7 seeded South Fayette Lions. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock coming back at you from the island for this special simulcast of PIHL Hockey Night Live on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV, presented by our friends at Drusky Entertainment. Last night, we sprung ahead 1 hour. In 2 hours, which of these teams is going to spring ahead? The championship Monday at the UPMC Lemieux Complex in Cranberry next week. Andrew Cease's North Allegheny Tigers have unfinished business. They would love to turn back the clocks to last year's Penguins Cup final when they fell just 1 goal shy against their North Hills area rivals from Pine Richland. If they win tonight, they'll have to go through another North Hills area team, the Seneca Valley Raiders, who just won in overtime to claim this year's Penguins Cup championship, which would be their first in 4 years. Mike Bagnotto, the head coach at the time who led North Allegheny to that title, is an assistant this year to third-year head coach Andrew Cease, talking with the officials at present. And last week, the Tigers, in true North Allegheny fashion, won a goalie duel in their playoff opener, a 1-0 decision over the Central Catholic Vikings, one of their big rivals in Class 3A. Cam Junker, the PIHL All-Star and senior netminder, warming up off to our right, making 20 saves to earn the playoff shutout for NA in his last 155 minutes and 33 seconds played. 1 goal allowed by Junker, regular season and postseason. The game-winning goal scorer, his only goal, the one that NA needed ultimately, Gianni Locchiato, number 26, the alternate captain and fellow senior to Junker. He won the quarterfinal contest for North Allegheny, and he also had the game-winning goal in the Tigers' last meeting with South Fayette, which was a 3-2 victory at the Barrel Toyota Ice Complex in Warrendale in mid-season. These teams met in the season opener for South Fayette, in which the Tigers took a 4-0 contest from the Lions at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. And for Matt Schwartz, the 6th-year head coach, and the South Fayette Lions, they were the great mystery, the great enigma, if you will, coming into 24-25. For the first time in 24 years, playing as a member of PIHL Class 3A, and one wondered if they would be able to tread water in that environment, the league's top flight, where there really isn't an easy game night to night, and practically any team can win the Penguins Cup. But the Lions found a way to punch their ticket to the playoffs with an 11-10 overall record, just behind North Allegheny's 13-8 overall one-loss record. The Lions last year, the victims of an epic playoff upset, pulled off an epic playoff upset of their own against their co-tenants, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. And that was a rejuvenated Mount Lebanon team that had very serious title aspirations. South Fayette came out and smoked them with 6 goals and ultimately hung on for a comfortable 6-1 victory over the second-seeded Blue Devils to find themselves here in semifinal competition tonight. And the big gun for South Fayette this season, the Lions actually are led by a pair of Shaha Panthers. Number 43 in green and white, Nate Keller, warming up in the mix off to our left, led the Lions with 15 regular season goals and scored twice in that big quarterfinal upset of Mount Lebanon. Keller with 28 points during the regular season. Last year, he was one of the PIHL's top rookie scorers when South Fayette was playing in Class 2A. And leading the team in points and leading Class 3A in points was Owen Chiapetta with 32 of those. He registered 3 assists in the quarterfinals, number 8 in green for the Lions. And Chiapetta, the alternate captain, rides a 5-game point streak into tonight's playoff contest. Probable goaltenders, Jackson Ankrum, who got the win last time in the quarterfinals for South Fayette, the sophomore, with 29 saves. Junker, we told you about his heroics against Central Catholic, winning that tight one last week in Warrendale. Now let's meet these teams. If you please, Austin McLean.
Ladies and
presents the semifinals between the visiting number 7 seed South Fayette Lions and our home team, the number 3 seed North Allegheny Tigers. Tonight's linesmen, Luke Stork and Austin March. And tonight's referees, Pete Vanassin and Bobby Morgan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you're able to remove your hats and direct your attention to the flags beside the scoreboard for the singing of our national anthem by RMU's Mr. John Tucci.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang there, never bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does our star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the
If you know, you know. And if you're from Western Pennsylvania, you know that any sporting event on RMU colonial property is just not the same without a national anthem rendition by colorful groundskeeper and born-again Christian of note, Mr. John Tucci, resident super fan of all things Bobby Moe. The Lions, 2 years removed from their first Penguins Cup championship in school history, ditto their first Pennsylvania Cup title, which will be held on the island this year in school history. Now they're trying to win their first one as members of the league's top flight. They've got a couple more bridges to cross, starting right here. North Allegheny built a dynastic program right around the time the pandemic hit. They won their most recent title in 2021, just missed out in 2024, trying to get atonement in 2025. It'll be the Seneca Valley Raiders for the Penguins Cup Championship next Monday night against one of these two teams. A good old-fashioned cat fight to decide the other championship spot between the Lions and the Tigers. Oh my. And he controls the opening face-off and moves the puck from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin this playoff contest. Mark Joyson, the talented offensive defenseman, one of the premier players at his position in the league, set up that Lokiato goal last week, playing this puck near side for NA. Chiappetta and Mason Imler crashing the party for South Fayette. They get the dump in. Chiappetta, the Washington, D.C. native, coming off for a quick change. Ankrum watches it played around the net. It's off the sophomore goaltender's equipment and played up the boards by Hudson Venna, but not out. Keller gives one of the Tigers a shove. That's Ravi Desai. It's loose in front and covered by Ankrum to force a face-off 55 seconds in as the net behind Ankrum was knocked off. Ankrum in 652.5 minutes of regular season play, 8 wins, 5 losses in all. .313 goals against, .885 save percentage. Turned aside 29 of 30 Mount Lebanon shots last week in that eyebrow-raising win over the Blue Devils. Matt Schwartz sticking with a hot hand in between the pipes. Tigers win another faceoff. Alex Costa from left point behind the net, beyond the reach of Kyle Im. Im had the game-winning goal in the season opener between these clubs back in late September. Play to the point for Costa. Costa through a crowd and wide of Ed Shearer, the NA forward. South Fayette forcing it back to center. Mikhail Lobanov watches this puck played in behind the Lions' cage. NA going for a quick change. Trevor D'Alessandro, perennial all-star candidate, gloves it down for South Fayette. Anthony Lucas, the varsity newcomer, with a dump in for North Allegheny. Eli Petter, the South Fayette captain, from behind his own goal, outletting for D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro throws that puck beyond everything and everybody, icing on the Lions 2 minutes in. South Fayette tries to control this faceoff and did for a moment. Chiapetta doing the yeoman's work, sends it around the boards. Good keep there at the point by Brock Murphy, the alternate captain for NA. Lions get organized behind their own net. Petta reversing the play as he's hit from behind by Cedric Odie. Odie making his playoff debut for Andrew Cease here tonight. Puck comes near side to Noah Logan, the junior all-star defenseman, and Logan will ice this puck for the Tigers early in a scoreless game. D'Alessandro pushes it to the corner. Tyler Bianchin around the boards. Costa has to go fetch behind his own goal. Turned over to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro had a goal in the last meeting between these clubs in defeat for South Fayette. Keller just barely offside. Ivan Kalenko making his first playoff appearance, trying to scramble back on but could not. From the South Fayette line, it's played inside the zone. Ankrum settling it down. Luca Romanelli, the defenseman, paying the price to make that play. Imler at center. Dispossessed by the other number 5, Ravi Desai. Desai, part of NA's WPIAL Team Golf Championship this past fall, before rejoining the hockey club full-time. The side of the corner. Playing it to his own man, Costa, who takes a hard hit there from Mason Imler on the forecheck for South Fayette. Petter at center ice. Had a goal in last week's quarterfinal round for the Lions. Comes between the circles and fires high and wide. Snyder off the official's crease up to Keller. Lobanov with the dump in. D'Alessandro anticipating, takes the hit from Costa near corner. Bianchin around the boards, and up to Justin High. Nate Snyder, the varsity newcomer, shielding that puck from High as it's played near side to D'Alessandro, the alternate captain, up for Keller. Keller 1 against 3. Fan on the attempted shot from 45 feet. Bodies flying inside the NA zone as the Tigers finally force it back to center. And Noah Logan settles the play down, dumps it in just wide of Jackson Ankrum, the netminder. Dan Hudson up the left wing boards, icing on the Lions. 5 minutes in. Tigers win the draw, back to Bianchin it comes. Hudson off his own bench. Bianchin turning it over to Petter. Eli Petter inside the attacking line with speed. In on goal, save made by Junker, and that's his first stop of the night. 5-11 into this semifinal contest. Junker, 936 minutes played during the regular season, a 12-7 mark. Among the Class 3A leaders in goaltending victories, a .234 goals against average and .903 save percentage that put him in the top 5 among starters in Class 3A. 3 shutouts for Junker before his postseason goose egg last week against Central. Petter playing it up to center for South Fayette. NA dumps it right back in. Lokiato stabs it to the corner. Tigers, having just completed a line change, watched Asai create the steal. Up to M. M fires wide. M with the rebound right in on Ankrum. The save is made, and the follow-up is put wide, by Ed Shearer, who came out of nowhere to fire that puck just wide of goal for the Tigers. That shot through a crowd. Never made it through said crowd. Petter with a dump in after the Lions exhausted their own area. Shearer knocked off the puck by D'Alessandro. Keller weaving his way into the offensive zone. Costa up to center. Dylan Mock on now for the first time for Matt Schwartz. Mock with 4 points as a sophomore this season. Fires this puck wide of goal from the right side. Jackson Stilley, fresh off his first career PIHL playoff goal against the Blue Devils. In the thick of that puck battle for South Fayette. Turnaround shot, D'Alessandro. The save is made by Junker, and there is no rebound. .24 points for D'Alessandro in his senior season, 11 goals. Held to just 1 point by Mount Lebanon in last week's playoff round. D'Alessandro, a player that you want to find in space, any opportunity you can get. Castillo outletting for Tommy Vidra. Vidra contacted by Lobanov as he played that puck over the South Fayette line. To the corner it'll come. Romanelli reversing the play to Mock. Venom from his own boards gets it as far as the South Fayette bench before it's settled down at center by Vidra. Tigers changing on the fly. Under 10 to go in a scoreless first period. Class 3A Penguins Cup semifinal number 2. These teams playing for the right to meet Seneca Valley, which withstood an upset bid by Upper St. Clair in overtime earlier tonight. Lokiato, the alternate captain, turning that puck over almost to Kalinko, but the Tigers follow it into the attacking zone, and that's Will Kasnick getting dispossessed before he could fire that puck on net. Kasnick on the back check, tied up by Kalinko. D'Alessandro in the middle of that scrum for South Fayette. Keller unable to take that heavy pass. It gets past Snyder as well. Lions have to reset the play. North Allegheny changing personnel midway through this first period. Costa outletting for M with a dump in. Desai giving chase. Oh, Shearer, what a hit there in the corner on Snyder. And now one of the Tigers gets dumped, and there's going to be a penalty, and this might go against Keller. Desai gets knocked down, but he gets up again. And indeed, Keller's going to be the guilty party for South Fayette. North Allegheny gets the first Penny power play of the night. Penny is Pennsylvania's official healthcare marketplace. Visit Penny, PENNIE.com today to see if you qualify for enrollment. Follow them on social media at PennyPA. Lions get the face-off win, and they get the subsequent clear. North Allegheny 0 for 2 on the power play in last week's quarterfinal round. And a steal there and a near chance for Chiappetta shorthanded. Chiappetta, a world-class player on special teams. You don't want to turn the puck over to him. Logan up the left boards with the dump in. Petter, the first one on the puck for South Fayette. Chiappetta will do the honors. Good start to the penalty kill for the Lions. South Fayette, middle of the pack on the PK during the regular season, 77.8%. Fifth out of the 11 teams in Class 3A. Chance here for Shearer. Shearer off of Ankrum. Gets his own rebound back midway through the Penny power play for the Tigers. Still no score first period. Desai up top for Logan. Logan through traffic. Ankrum the loud save. The rebound steered to the corner. Off the side of the net it comes, and Petter will get it over the outstretched hand of Desai. And Junker will leave it for his defenseman. Both teams making changes on special teams as this puck is played in the neutral zone by South Fayette. Odie to the corner. Petter defensively beyond Costa. 20 to go in the power play. North Allegheny 9th on the PP during the regular season at 17.9%. South Fayette about to go 2 for 2 on the penalty kill in the Penguins Cup playoffs, and another call coming up. This one's going to go against the Tigers. Well, Matt Schwartz's team didn't have to wait long for an even-up call. They get one with 6:16 to play in the first. And now the Lions go on the Penny power play with a chance to break the scoreless stalemate. Odie will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. Interference, the indication on the sophomore. South Fayette on the man advantage. Petter through traffic. That save made by Junker. Logan on his backhand. Murphy dumps this puck the length of the ice. Petter reversing the play for Chiappetta. Chiappetta for Eli Petter. Near side D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro for Keller. Keller over the attacking line on the off wing. Watched by the other 43, Brock Murphy. Puck in behind the net now for Stilley. Stilley bumped immediately by Logan. 40 seconds expired in the minor to Odie. Keller in the corner. It comes free now to Murphy. Murphy trying to clear the zone with help from Shearer, and they will. The Tiger tandem gets the job done. Andrew Cease changing penalty killers quickly midway through the Penny power play for South Fayette. Petter for Chiappetta. And the Lions have to regroup from within their own zone. Joyson chasing Chiappetta. Chiappetta almost coughed that puck up, and now he does at center to Locchiato. Sent the rest of the way by Costa. Locchiato has it shorthanded for the Tigers. Dispossessed by Petter. Stilley near his own net. Lobanov unable to locate. Now he does. Good work on the penalty kill to keep that puck at the other end, keep the ice tilted. One last chance maybe for the Lions. Junkert's going to flag that one down with 12 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Dylan Mock from the half wall. Tigers are going to be able to get it back to center, or will they? Ravi Desai will put it into his own bench. In any event, Odie is set free. And the North Allegheny Tigers are 5 for 5 on the penalty kill in these Penguins Cup playoffs. South Fayette, slips to 1 for 3 overall on the power play and postseason play. And we remain scoreless with 4:14 left in the first. Imler in the corner, tied up by Logan. Mock from the point, that hit one of the Tigers, and he's hurt. Vidra shaken up after taking that shot from Dylan Mock. He finally gets to his feet, and he's going to struggle off here with help from one of these USA Hockey referees. Chance for the Tigers. That shot from distance off the stick of Murphy is denied. Lobodov fighting for possession. Backed up by Braden Rygaard, the alternate captain. Rygaard plays it to the corner for South Fayette. Murphy reversing the play for the Tigers. Brody File trying to pinch and keep it inside the zone. The Lions do have it still. Here's Rygaard. Tied up immediately by Castillo. Loose puck scooped up by Johnny Castillo. Tigers changing behind the play. Castillo lost possession at the blue line. Then he was taken out by File. Eli Petter follows his own chip in to the corner for Hudson. Hudson for Petter. Petter draws the double team. Kasnick unable to clear. Loose in front. Mark Joyson getting it back to center. Joyson, 13 points in the regular season to lead the Tigers, coming on 6 goals, 7 assists. Another all-star nod for the NA senior. Chance now for Hudson. Hudson unable to pull it to his forehand. Costa, I think, did just enough to mess with his mojo and deny that grade A scoring chance. Out in front it comes Imler toward goal. Score! He's listening to the flippin' song. Mason Imler gets South Fayette on the board first with 2:25 remaining in the first period. His second in the playoffs. And the sophomore has the Lions up here on the island. Imler with 8 regular season points on 4 goals, already having a strong playoff year for South Fayette. And he has those upstart Lions on top late in the opening frame here in semifinal number 2 of Class 3A. Mason Imler, the goal getter. Tigers win the own zone draw. Logan around the boards, near side beyond the other number 4, Randall Fisher of South Fayette.
Scored by number 9, Mason Imler.
Logan now turned around by Venom. Venom to the corner, off of Junker's stick, and then Junker has to make a save with a follow-up. A good effort there by Chiappetta. Better save by the senior. Im with the dump in. Chiappetta letting it go. And taking his time playing it around Lucas. A little too much time for Petter's liking as he hurries that puck along, but hurries it out of play. Mock to the corner. Lions with his puck deep in their own zone, but trapped a bit here, trying to spring the trap with a 1-0 lead late in the period. D'Alessandro forces it up to center ice. Just wouldn't give up on that play at all. Lucas with the dump in for NA. Tigers try to roll up their sleeves late and go back to work as it's sent out of play. Now let's see what kind of a response North Allegheny comes up with. This is a team that's now, as of a couple of moments ago, playing outside its comfort zone a bit. Used to being able to play from ahead, and use that shutdown team defense and goaltending to lock down games. Tigers with a little early adversity here as this shot on goal is held by Ankrum off the stick of Joyson from the right circle. Lions win the face-off. D'Alessandro lets it go all the way deep into Tiger territory. Locchiato was in no man's land, but the Tigers are able to get it up to the neutral zone, and here's Odie looking for Locchiato going to the goal. That pass misfired. Keller up the left wing side, tracing that far circle. Bumped behind the net by Joyson. Kept inside the zone by Petter. D'Alessandro plays it with a legal stick, officials say. Under half a minute left in the first period. Tigers clear it back to center. Mock sends it back in for the Lions. 15 to go. Murphy reversing the play. Turned it over to Chiappetta. Chiappetta for Mock. Mock on goal. Junker the save. Still loose. Petter takes his shot. That's blocked. I think Joyson got a piece of that. Turnaround try by Petter. Misses the net with 3 seconds left. One last chance maybe. Chiappetta can't shoot it cleanly. Petter can't get it to his own stick cleanly, and that'll do it. Mason Imler scoring late in period one to break the ice for the 7th-seeded South Fayette Lions, who lead the 3-seed North Allegheny by a 1-0 score. I'm Matt Popchock. You're watching Class 3A Penguins Cup semifinal coverage on PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, presented by Iron Bridge.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today, and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Iron Bridge was founded in 2011 to simplify interoperability in today's complex healthcare ecosystem. Their solutions have allowed over 100 organizations to harness the power of the cloud to exchange health data easily and securely. Iron Bridge makes simple healthcare integration easier, and it makes complex healthcare integration possible. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or visit ironbridgecorp.com for more information. 2025 Class 3A Penguins Cup semifinals on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, presented by our friends at Iron Bridge. The South Fayette Lions, their friends, leading the North Allegheny Tigers by a 1-0 score as the side switch has occurred and period two is underway from the RMU Island Sports Center here in Neville Township inside the Clearview Arena. Mason Imler, the only goal of that first period, late for the Lions, officially from Keller and Hudson. Penalty coming up on North Allegheny. Just 40 seconds into the second stanza. Lions try to get the extra man on. Venom turned it over to Costa. We get the whistle, and now we'll get the call. It's high sticking. Ed Shearer politely disagreeing. Officials say he got one of the Lions up in the face mask area on their helmet. South Fayette to the penny power play for the second time tonight, up by a goal. The number one power play in Class 3A during the regular campaign at 33.3%. North Allegheny, the number 3 penalty kill during the regular season at 83.3%. Chiappetta to the right wing. To Keller, back to Chiappetta. Now back to Nate Keller. Keller fires on Junker. He makes the save. It's still loose. Not anymore. Joey Mitchell sends it through center. Chiappetta from his own corner to Petter. Up to Keller. Keller overtaken by Mitchell. Mitchell's been a nice under-the-radar player for the Tigers in the second half of this season. And he's on in the penalty-killing role, or was a moment ago, for Andrew Cease. Locchiato trying to cause some chaos shorthanded before Petter settles things down for Chiappetta. Now Petter with it near side for the Lions on the man advantage. Chiappetta anticipates. Down low for Stilley. Murphy behind the NA net. 45 to go in the minor on Shearer. Not much to write home about on this special teams opportunity for the Lions thus far. D'Alessandro dumps it in. Murphy met by Chiappetta in the corner. Keller being worked over by Murphy. Some 43 on 43 crime there. Chiappetta finds some space to Petter. Near side D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro fires. Score! Trevor D'Alessandro could kick a Cal kitty corner to Cal Casca. He scores on the penny power play to give South Fayette the 2-0 lead. D'Alessandro from an angle on the left side that was tight as a tick finds a way to beat Junker, the All-Star, and South Fayette is up by a pair. 14-25 to the ice cut. D'Alessandro's first of these Penguins Cup playoffs. Last year, the South Fayette Lions were the hunted. Now, they're finding out it's not so bad being the hunter. This lower-seeded playoff team has come to life in the month of March. What's the old saying? March comes in like a lion. Well, South Fayette's feeling it. 2-0 on mighty North Allegheny is their lead. Still a lot of time left. But the Lions do cash in on the man advantage, and it's D'Alessandro getting the goal to double the lead. Chiappetta and Petter the helpers. Chiappetta extending his point streak to 6 games overall. Chiappetta, the premier setup man in the PIHL, arguably. Teeing it up for Trevor D'Alessandro. Keller bumped off that puck by Shearer, who had to take the proverbial walk of shame a moment ago. Logan to center, dispossessed by Venom. Venom and the Lions on the counterattack. Floated on Junker, he makes the save. Lions fighting for the rebound. To the point, Slap toward goal by Fisher. File couldn't shoot it cleanly. He was met by Fisher. Lucas over center red. And that takes an awkward bounce. Oh, it's played off the goal stick and smashed in. Anthony Lucas has Pac-Man fever. Oh, what a strange bounce to get the Tigers back into the game. You would have to be here to believe it. Anthony Lucas just threw that puck into the South Fayette zone willy-nilly, and it took one of the strangest bounces you'll see in an organized hockey game. Venom scrambling to keep it out of the net, and he did, but not for long. Lucas, persistent, gets the goal for the Tigers, and we got a long way to go in this one, folks. "13 minutes remaining in period 2. South Fayette 2, NA 1. Bianchin from the point. That's off Chiappetta. Mitchell's shot just missing. Tigers have the hop now after getting that goose egg off the board. Both teams going for line changes. And high stick on the puck is called. For the sophomore, his first ever playoff goal. 1 goal, 4 assists during the regular season for Lucas. A midseason add to the varsity squad. Lions are offside. Lobanov to Keller, who slips it inside the attacking zone. To the point it comes from Mock. Mock denied. Long range by Junker. Icing called on the Lions. Joyce, the closest man to the puck for NA as this faceoff comes back inside Tiger territory. I realize I just said icing on the Lions. That should be icing against the Tigers.
Be sure to pay him a visit to learn more about our past champions in the history of the PIHL.
As one of my teachers always said, if you're going to make a mistake, make it out loud. Tigers, in any event, play this to their own bench where it's forced back in off of Nick Pasquale. Up to center for Justin High. High trying to maneuver around Kalinko. Pasquale resetting the play. Andrew Cease emptying his bench a bit, trying to refresh the legs of his more skillsy players as the Tigers try to claw their way back into this game. South Fayette fans wanted a too many men call. Will they get one? Let's see. Neither penalty box door is opening, so officials going to take the high road this time and drop the puck at center. Lions control it. Petter inside the line. Chiappetta reaching for it. M met by Petter as it's dumped to the corner. Santino Vizio on here defensively for the Lions. Watches Petter played up the boards but gave it away. Noah Logan steers it toward goal, gloved by Jackson Ankrum. to the boards. Petter around the opposite side, and a hard hit there on Venom. Joyson really put his weight into him. Vizio for Petter. To the corner. Vizio in a vulnerable spot, able to get that out to center. Taken over by Bianchin. Up to Locchiato. Locchiato. Chiappetta. Unable to exit the area. Venom was up ahead of the play, but Imler couldn't find him. Mason Imler with the first goal of this game, late in period one for South Fayette. Home run pass intended for Venom, intercepted by Costa. Desai up to Shearer. Shearer forcing the blocker save from Ankrum. Ankrum knocked a bit off balance as Venom goes to play that puck in front of his own bench. Costa gathers it in at center for the Tigers. That 40-footer is knocked aside by Ankrum. Under 10 till the ice cut. Murphy off of Venom's skate. Near side for M. Shearer skating hard right wing. Oh, a blocker save there, and Ankrum just got a piece of that off the stick of Shearer to force the defensive zone faceoff.
Broadcast information and ticketing. For more information about the Penguins Cup playoffs, visit PIHLhockey.com.
Keller to the corner for Mock. D'Alessandro. Lions exhaust the area. Logan with urgency up to High. High looking to go to Lucas, the North Allegheny goal scorer. This time Lucas covered by Fisher. Mock up the near boards to Lobanov. Lobanov looking for this puck at center. Taken away by High. Dropping it back to Bianchin. Bianchin off a South Fayette stick into the corner. It'll go for Mock. Mock leaves it for Fisher. Fisher up the near side. Bianchin takes over for NA. One touch inside the line by Mitchell. Joyson onside. Dispossessed by Keller. Tigers complete a line change. Coming up on the midpoint of this semifinal game. South Fayette with a 2-1 lead over North Allegheny. Joyson. That home run pass cut out by Romanelli. He was looking to spring Locchiato in front of the Tiger bench. That pass too heavy for Joyson, no icing. Romanelli gets there first, reversing to Hudson. Hudson off the glass, off of the outstretched hand of a leaping Ravi Desai. Sent out a play by File. M with a dump in behind the net. Desai out in front, intended for Shearer. Shearer, one-timer by M, save made. Oh, what a save again by Ankrum! And Ankrum making snow angels inside the crease, covers that puck. And that should be a federal offense, what Jackson Ankrum just did, to deny Kyle M not once but twice. That close to tying this game for the Tigers. The save of the game, undoubtedly, ×2 for Jackson Ankrum, the sophomore of the South Fayette Lions. And it remains a one-goal affair. High trying to maneuver out in front. Romanelli stood him up. Petter up to Venom. Justin High cross ice for Lucas. Petter Reversing to Imler. Imler to Chiappetta. Chiappetta turning it over in the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell double teamed immediately. Petter playing that puck up the far boards. Mitchell resets to Logan. Logan through traffic. That hits something on its way toward goal. It's scooped out of there by High. High slips it to Logan. Logan met by Chiappetta, but still has this puck. Good stick there by Romanelli. Chiappetta for Imler. Imler trying to go back out in front to Chiappetta, broken up. Good read there by Bianchin on the back check. Lions dump it in, they tag up, they change lines. Tigers getting some fresh troops out there as well. Odie settles this puck down for Shearer. Shearer off of Ankrum. Ankrum didn't know where that rebound went. D'Alessandro has it up at center. Keller for Vizio. Vizio dumps it in. Lions get back on side, and Venom comes off quickly here, replaced by Ivan Kalinko. Keller with it between the circles. Keller, side of the net, trying to go to D'Alessandro, but it was not to be. D'Alessandro for Keller. Keller fires. Loud save made there by Junker. Petter the rebound. Kalinko trying to send it out in front. Tigers have all the lanes covered. Settled down by Vizio. In behind the net. Bianchin tied up. D'Alessandro wins the puck battle. Resets to Petter. Petter through a crowd. Murphy got a piece of it, and it bounced into the corner. Castillo up the far boards for Shearer. Odie greeted by Rygaard. Castillo trying to force the issue inside South Fayette territory. Rygaard, he gets involved with Lokiato. Squirts free to Lokiato. Up to Costa it'll come. Costa left side looking to go to Joyson. Costa too well covered. Kept inside the line by Logan. Logan toward goal. That hit Petter. Kasnick taken out of the play. Kasnick with 7 goals, 11 points on the season. He was a productive player for Rene this year. Earned an all-star nod. Final 5 of period 2. Kasnick staying on here. Turned over to File. File looking for company. None to be found. Hudson was the closest man to the puck for the Lions. Shearer dumps it in on net. NA with a quick change. Chiappetta flips it through center. No icing. Logan couldn't buy himself the call. Petter with a dump in. Chiappetta will slowly tag up for the Lions. Outlet pass to M. Petter on the back check. Steers that puck wide of goal, and Ankrum had to make a save there from a bad angle onto side. Shearer off a stick. Bounces out in front to M. To the point for Pasquale. Petter from his own corner. Beyond Venom. Icing on the Lions. And so this faceoff will come back inside South Fayette ice. Lions win the own zone draw. D'Alessandro near side. Off the blade of Lucas. Keller watches this puck float up in the air and somehow stay in play. Logan under pressure from D'Alessandro, who has the go-ahead goal in the second period on the power play for South Fayette. Mock lost an edge, turned it over to Mitchell. Mitchell from an angle, that was blocked. Joyson resetting to Bianchin. Bianchin wide. Justin High. Just keeps it inside the line, but not for long. Keller met at center by Bianchin. D'Alessandro tied up in front of his own bench by Joyson and company. Bianchin surveying the play. Tries to bounce it up ahead of Locchiato. Good read there by Keller. Imler gets positioning, has this puck for the Lions. Imler tied up in the circle by Logan. And Bianchin will ice it with 2.5 left before the ice cut. Kyle M up to center for Desai. Has Scherer going to the net. Scherer to the goal. Is robbed by Jackson Ankrum. Ed Scherer thinking out loud. He'd love to have that one back. Jackson Ankrum standing tall to preserve the lead for the Lions late in the second period. Ankrum had an up-and-down season in goal for the Lions. He and Andrew Carson, the senior, juggled responsibilities. Matt Schwartz couldn't really find a hot hand until just recently, and Ankrum is in some kind of a zone right now. Trying to power this upstart South Fayette team to their first ever Class 3A Penguins Cup final. Chiappetta from the right circle. On goal, that loud save is made by Junker, and the rebound is kicked around to D'Alessandro, who fires off of Brock Murphy. Lions want to try and give Ankrum a little breathing room here if they can before the ice cut. Icing on NA. To the corner. Imler trying to control that puck. Imler up the near side. He's skating like he's double parked. Imler flying at the end of this period for South Fayette. And he had a goal late in the first period for the Lions to get them started. Petter through a crowd. It bounces on Junker. He makes a save of the rebound. Junker denies that one. 45 to go in the period. Rygaard off balance. That just went wide. Lions get that forecheck of theirs going. Tigers finally get a little bit of breathing room here as it comes up to Kasnick with half a minute left in the period. Rygaard trying to send it right back in, and D'Alessandro has it, but South Fayette is offside. Much to the chagrin of the South Fayette student section, off to our slight left. A packed house and a wrapped audience for both of these games on semifinal Monday in Class 3A of PIHL. 20 to go in the period. Mitchell from the away bench, back inside his own line for Murphy. Petter to the corner. Scherer in behind the net. And the buzzer will sound, and we will cut the ice at the Clearview Arena inside the RMU Island Sports Center. Some pretty good end-to-end action in period 2, and after 2, it's the South Fayette Lions hanging on against the North Allegheny Tigers 2-1 I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching coverage of the 2025 Class 3A Penguins Cup semifinals on TenbandTV and Trib Live High School Sports Network, presented by Fibrenew.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
In the thick of that puck battle for South Fayette. Turnaround shot, D'Alessandro. The save is made by Junker, and there is no rebound. Desai giving chase. Oh, Shearer, what a hit there in the corner on Snyder. And now one of the Tigers gets dumped, and there's going to be a penalty, and this might go against Keller, period. Desai up top for Logan. Logan through traffic. Ankrum, the loud save. The rebound steered to the corner. Off the side of the net it comes, and about to go 2 for 2 on the penalty kill in the Penguins Cup playoffs on another call coming up. This one's going to go against the Tigers. Penalty kill to keep that puck at the other end, keep the ice tilted. One last chance maybe for the Lions. Junker's going to flag that one down with 12 seconds. The NA senior. Chance now for Hudson. Hudson unable to pull it to his forehand. Costa, I think, did just enough to mess with his mojo. And deny that grade A scoring chance. Out in front it comes. Imler toward goal. Score! He's listening to the flippin' song. Lions try to get the extra man on. Venom turned it over to Costa. We get the whistle, and now we'll get the call. It's high sticking. Petta finds some space to Petter. Near side, D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro fires. Score! Trevor D'Alessandro could kick a Cal kitty corner to Cal Casca. He's Lucas over center red. And that takes an awkward bounce. Oh, it's played off the goal stick and smashed in. Anthony Lucas has Pac-Man fever. Oh, what a strange bounce. Lucas over center red. And that takes an awkward bounce. Oh, it's played off the goal stick and smashed in. Anthony Lucas has Pac-Man fever. Oh, what a strange bounce. Santino Vizio.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
All across the United States, each state has what's called an immunization information system. Immunization information systems, or IIS, are confidential, population-based, computerized databases that record all immunization doses administered by participating providers to persons residing within a given geopolitical area. In the United States, every vaccination registry is a bit different, which can become daunting and confusing. Enter PubHub. PubHub solves this issue by giving its providers the ability to connect and communicate to the state registry with one connection and one data format. For example, if a patient has received the COVID-19 vaccine, PubHub allows the provider to see if the patient has already received the vaccine, keeping everything safe and organized for everyone.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. We utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out in the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
All across the United States, each state has what's called an immunization information system. Immunization information systems, or IIS, are confidential, population-based, computerized databases that record all immunization doses administered by participating providers to persons residing within a given geopolitical area. In the United States, every vaccination registry is a bit different, which can become daunting and confusing. Enter PubHub. PubHub solves this issue by giving its providers the ability to connect and communicate to the state registry with one connection and one data format. For example, if a patient has received the COVID-19 vaccine, PubHub allows the provider to see if the patient has already received the vaccine, keeping everything safe and organized for everyone.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Hockey is the ultimate long-haul sport. Wear and tear are inevitable over the long haul, especially when it comes to wear and tear on your home or office furniture. Fiber New is a mobile service that specializes in the repair, restoration, and renewal of leather, plastic, vinyl, fabric, and upholstery. Fiber New has been trusted since 1987 to remain on the cutting edge of repair techniques, and their exclusive color matching technology has made them a global leader in their industry. If you want to make like a goalie and flash that leather with pride, visit FIBrenew.com to find a location near you, or call 888-597-2951 to get a free estimate today. Jackson Ankrum flashing some leather for the South Fayette Lions, who are one period away from returning to the Penguins Cup final, this time as a member of Class 3A for the second time in 3 seasons. You talk about NA, last year's runners-up as the team with unfinished business. You could say the same about Matt Schwartz's Lions. They were the reigning state champs a year ago, the #1 seed of the AA tournament, but stubbed their toe on home ice against the 8th seed from Penn Trafford, and Penn Trafford went on a Cinderella run to last year's 2A final before they ran into the Thomas Jefferson juggernaut. The Lions have already taken care of second-seeded Mount Lebanon with surprising ease. They're holding their own against third-seeded North Allegheny. Will the Tigers be their next victim? Or can NA open the floodgates on the sophomore in net for South Fayette? Back to action on the freshly cut ice here at the Clearview Arena inside the RMUL Sports Center. Matt Popchock for PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV as the aforementioned Ankrum covers outside the crease. Live coverage of the 2025 Penguins Cup semifinals in Class 3A presented by our friends at Fibrenew and simulcast by our other friends at the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And thanks to Jess Levo and her great crew for their cooperation tonight. Chiappetta left wing circle, firing on Junker. He made the save, and Chiappetta got shaken up, going hard into the boards. Fortunately for the Lions' sake, their all-star forward, no worse for the wear, and a chance in front for Venom. He couldn't settle that puck down. He was all alone with Junker, too. Imler stood up by Shearer. The big play of period 2, arguably, is Shearer on the breakaway, being denied by Ankrum late in the period, with the Tigers threatening to tie the game. Ankrum with 16 saves on 17 shots through 2. Cam Junker with 16 saves on 18 shots entering period 3. Lucas, the NA goal scorer, knocked down as he played that puck. Here's Lobanov all alone. Lobanov side of the net. Oh, what a save there by Junker! Some left-handed larceny of his own to keep it a one-goal game, 1:26 into the third. Some cheaply given away pucks by the Tigers deep in their own zone. The Lions unable to make them pay. South Fayette winning the draw. Mock. Around the boards, Lociato one-touching it to Kasnick. Kasnick near side to Joyson. Joyson taking flight out in front behind Kasnick. Follow-up shot hits something on the way in, and Rygaard is limping. He bore the brunt of that for South Fayette. Logan reversing to Joyson. Rygaard losing his stick. Lions with an aggressive forecheck to start this third period. Almost had another turnover in a dangerous spot. Rygaard still without a blade. Logan over the attacking line for NA. Logan for Joyson. Joyson went down trying to play that puck. The Lions sent it back to center. Logan interrupted by Petter. Venom gets it deep. Tigers make a couple changes as Vizio hurries the puck along to Venom. Venom for Imler. Imler for Chiappetta. Chiappetta! Burial! 3-1 Lions. And start frying the jumbo homer. Extra crispy, please. Robert Owen Chiappetta, the All-Star, put some respect on all three names. He goes bar down on Cam Junker, and the Lions get an extender with 14:19 to go. Chiappetta's first goal since January 9th for South Fayette. He won the scoring title in the regular season for the Lions, despite scoring only 9 regular season goals. His 23 assists were the difference. And now he's got his first of the postseason to give South Fayette some insurance.
South Fayette goal, his first of the playoffs, scored by number 8, Owen Chiappetta. Assisted by number 7, Hudson Venom. And number 88, Eli Penner. Time of the goal, 14:19.
Chiapetta from Venom and Petter officially. Tigers look for a quick answer. Costa putting it off a body. Alex Costa near side now for the Tigers. Up to Joyson. Joyson left circle. Dispossessed. Oh, quick shot there by Kasnick. Good reaction, saved by Ankrum, who continues to be dialed in for the Lions. Dangerous play there by Junker. He just got rid of it in time, but turned it over to File, and now it bounces on net. And Cam Junker, the all-star senior, hangs on. Now, South Fayette at one point played a stretch of 10 out of 11 games that were decided by one goal, and the Lions won the majority of those regular season games, which really is as big a reason as any why they were able to make it to the postseason. But I think that's a big difference between this Lions team and last year's South Fayette team, is this team has a comfort level playing in these tight games that I'm not sure they had last season, and it's certainly showing here in the semifinals against a very stubborn NA squad. The Tigers, a team historically able to just lock down games completely with their defense, not having such an easy time locking down the Lions. Two teams with very different styles meeting in this semifinal game. Ankrum knocking that one aside. Logan over the attacking line for North Allegheny. Near side, Mitchell. And Ankrum has it.
2025 Penguins Cup playoffs culminate next Monday night at 6:15 p.m. at the TenbandTV Sports Complex. The winner of this game will take on North Allegheny. For ticketing information, those tickets will go on sale next week. Visit PIHLhockey.com.
What Austin McLean meant to say was Seneca Valley. I get my North Hills area teams mixed up all the time. Icing on the Lions. Last year, we had an all North Hills game in the Penguins Cup final, NA and PR.
We'll take on Seneca Valley, not North Allegheny.
There you go, Austin. You just got to stick with the kids sometimes. They'll get there. Costa off the faceoff for the Tigers and behind the net. Seneca Valley, the #1 seed, winning in overtime over Upper St. Clair. Trying to jam that in was Lucas, and Ankrum just barely able to keep it out. Late in the first, it was Mason Immler getting the Lions on the board. Then early in period 2, Trevor D'Alessandro capitalizing on the power play for South Fayette. Then a minute 9 later, Anthony Lucas got a bounce that I would charitably describe as odd and scored into the exposed net over a prone Jackson Ankrum for the only Tiger goal to this point. And of course, Chiapetta with that big goal early in the third period to give South Fayette the 2-goal lead back. 11:15 left in regulation. South Fayette looking to earn the right to play Seneca Valley next Monday at 6:15 Eastern for the Penguins Cup Championship. A team in green trying to make it to St. Patrick's Monday at the Lemieux Complex. And the Penguins Cup Championship Series will take place next Monday and Tuesday at UPMC 66 up in Cranberry Township. We'll have all 3 Penguins Cup games and the Division II Championship game on TenbandTV and Triple Live High School Sports Network. Venom unable to clear the zone. Desai keeps it in for the Tigers. Near side, Logan. I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Jackson Ankrum, as Odie tries to get involved with one of the South Fayette defensemen after the fact. You can only assume from a South Fayette standpoint that this game is going to get more chippy the longer it stays this way in South Fayette's favor. The Lions just have to stay disciplined here with a 2-goal lead. Pasquale firing. That's off the body of D'Alessandro, and he favors one leg as he drops the other leg over the South Fayette bench. So D'Alessandro, who would get credit for the game-winning goal if this scoreline withstands, going to feel that one for a bit as the Lions watch the Tigers play this puck inside South Fayette territory. Lucas dropping for high toward goal. Ankrum followed that puck all the way and blocker to the side at the last second. Backhand try. Missing the net was high. Fisher to the corner. Under 10 to go in the third period. Pasquale for Lucas. Lucas tied up by Vizio. Vizio trying to pin that puck out of the official's sight. Vizio, like a lion, down on all fours now, still unable to clear the zone. Pasquale off a South Fayette skate. Hudson with a clear. Lions going to take their chances with the icing call.
Fans, because someone who can't beat your times and is not watching this game, now would be the time to tune in. TenbandTV, the PIHL network, is where you can find this game. 9.5 minutes to play. If there's any indication from last game, this is the time to watch now.
Icing on South Fayette. By the way, before I forget, I want to thank Brian Mitchell for all the running around he's doing behind the scenes for the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League. You don't want to hallucinate John Tucci, trust me. I've been there. Oh, we love Mr. Tucci's anthems. Yes, sir. Costa inside the attacking line. Lobanov on one hand playing this puck up ahead for the Lions. He's taken out of the play immediately by Locchiato, but it's out in front. Keller that close to jamming it in and maybe delivering a knockout blow for South Fayette, but Junker makes the save. Cam Junker, who's been so solid this season as a senior for NA, trying to give his team any lifeline he can with the Tigers down by a deuce. Coming up on the midpoint of period 3. North Allegheny won both regular season outings. D'Alessandro has the rebound. Score! Thank you, sir! May I have another? Should I tell Alyssa to start clearing a floor yet? Better look up that DoubleTree number. South Fayette 4, NA 1, and the Lions can taste it. 8:44 remaining. They can see the Lemieux complex on the horizon. South Fayette on the cusp of back-to-back big-time playoff upsets of two of the top contenders in the league's top classification. What a story it would be after last year's playoff disappointment. Lucas with the dump in. Trevor D'Alessandro is second of the night. Lions can breathe that much more now.
His second of the playoffs and second of the game. Scored by number 19, Trevor D'Alessandro.
Kasnick tied up as he crossed the line by Rygaard. D'Alessandro from Mock and Venom. Officially, Venom with 2 assists, both in this third period. He has 3 points in this playoff season under-the-radar contributor for the Lions here in March. Costa from distance, wide of Jackson Ankrum. Logan behind the net. Kasnick tied up and taken out of the play. Rygaard going to use the boards to his advantage. Lions ice it with 7 to go. For what it's worth, the most recent meeting between Seneca Valley and South Fayette, at the risk of counting unhatched chickens, resulted in a 2-1 Raider victory at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center in the second half of the regular season. Jackson Ankrum making that save. We could be in for a North versus South battle next week in the Class 3A Penguins Cup Final. Behind the net, Desai trying to wrap it around. Shearer unable to jam it in. Ankrum has it covered, and through the sea of humanity, the South Fayette sophomore slams the door, and we'll get another face-off in Lions territory. That most recent game, by the way, took place on February 10th, that Raider victory over South Fayette. The teams actually split the regular season series, with South Fayette scoring 4 unanswered goals and handing the Raiders at the time their first regular season loss by a 4-3 score back on the 9th of December at the Barrel Toyota Ice Complex in Warrendale. And if it is in fact Seneca Valley and South Fayette, as opposed to Seneca Valley and North Allegheny, we're in for a real treat. Tigers need offense, and they need it in a hurry. Down by 3. Face off in their own zone to the right of goaltender Junker. Keller to the corner. Costa up the near side to Lucas. Mitchell gets turned around. D'Alessandro scoops it up. D'Alessandro trying to split the D. He couldn't. Good play there by Murphy. And NA's going to ice this puck with 6 to go. Lokiato against Rygaard. Lokiato wins that draw. Kasnick at center. Costa now backpedaling for the Tigers. And he's going to ice it for North Allegheny. So the pace of this third period slowing to a crawl for the moment, as we get another face-off in Tiger territory. Snyder in behind the net for Hudson. Rygaard playing that puck for the Lions deep in the offensive zone. And it comes free to Joyson. Joyson over the attacking line. Joyson taken out of the play by Snyder, and they both go crashing into the net behind Ankrum. And fortunately, all parties concerned appear to be okay. Lokiato sitting in an upright position, but he is getting up slowly. Getting up nevertheless. Petter says to Joyson, I'm good. And we're going to get a penalty. They're going to say Snyder pushed Joyson into the net. And so the Tigers go on the penny power play, and to say the least, this is an important penny power play. for the North Allegheny Tigers. Around the boards to Desai. Desai for Joyson. Good stick there by Keller. Gets it back inside the NA line. Joey Mitchell up the right wing. Dispossessed by Keller. And in the final 5 of third period play, Keller clears his own once again. Chance shorthanded Chiappetta, perhaps. Chiappetta is just going to rag that puck back to center with Rygaard. Rygaard taken down in neutral ice. Desai speeding his way over the line, drops it to Joyson. Joyson just missing the net. Logan keeps it in to the corner intended for Shearer. Joyson plays it instead for the Tigers. Up to Desai for Joyson. To the point intended for Logan. The pass was too strong. 45 to go in the penny power play for NA. Shearer from the high slot. Petter got up in his grill. Tigers' second power play of the night. 0 for 1 thus far. Good save there by Ankrum, denying Logan. Half a minute left in the minor on Snyder. Logan above the left circle. Through a crowd, deflected on Ankrum. It's knocked out of there, right to D'Alessandro, who plays it off the body of Mitchell back to center. Joyson for Logan. Dying seconds of the power play. Desai keeps it in for Logan. Logan blockered away by Ankrum. The Lions kill it. Snyder springs back onto the ice. Team's back to 5 aside. South Fayette up by a few. Still 3:20 to go. Locchiato winds and fires. Ankrum. I think I've finally resigned myself to the fact that they're just not going to beat Jackson Ankrum anymore. He is playing some kind of a game for the South Fayette Lions, and Andrew Cease, with little other recourse, is going to use his timeout with 3:12 to play. "29 saves by Ankrum in this game to match his total from the quarterfinal upset of Mount Lebanon. And Junker, if I'm reading body language correctly, is going to sit this next one out. Tigers, again, they don't have much choice. They need 3 goals to keep their season alive. And so it appears after this timeout, NA is going to skate 6-on-5. South Fayette 4, Tigers 1. The Lions trying to return to the Penguins Cup final for the second time in 3 seasons, and trying to do it for the first time ever as a member of Class AAA in their first season ever as a member of Class AAA. It's been an up and down year for South Fayette, adjusting to life in the top flight, but the Lions have turned some heads in this postseason in 2025, turning even more here on the island tonight. The Seneca Valley Raiders await the victor. South Fayette has knocked off number 2. They're on the verge of knocking off number 3. And they're that much closer to getting a chance next week to knock off number 1 for all the marbles. Petter controls the faceoff for the Lions. It's played up to center. D'Alessandro taken down. Penalty coming up. Trevor D'Alessandro had a look at the open net from center red and was eyeing that semifinal Hattie. And so Junker has to go back and goal. South Fayette with its third penny power play of the night. Joyson dejected as he heads off. Certainly a frustrating end to an otherwise fine senior season from the NA All-Star. Joyson's played just about every position on the ice in his varsity career, too. He really is a Swiss Army knife as players push and shove. That's Stilley and Bianchin getting involved. Tripping the indication on number 1 in black and gold and white. And now Bianchin's going to go off here. Jackson Stilley will go off as well, so it's coincidental minor penalties forthcoming to Stilley and Bianchin. Both roughing. So it will remain a conventional power play for the South Fayette Lions. Just trying to salt this one away. Chiappetta stood up by Mitchell. Mitchell with a shorthanded chance. Missed everything and everybody. D'Alessandro taken out of the play. And the Lions shoot it wide of the open net. So they have pulled Junker after all, have the NA Tigers. Petter off the glove hand of Murphy. Mitchell to Locchiato. So NA and South Fayette skating 5 aside, although technically, for scorekeeping purposes, the Lions are on a power play. Keller to the Tiger blue line. Costa harassed by Rygaard. Keller flips it up to center. Final 2 minutes of regulation. Loose puck in front as the South Fayette fans get fired up. And did that go in? Yes, it did. Shearer manifesting that stuff from deep in the left circle. An extra attacker goal by the North Allegheny Tigers. The junior Ed Shearer with his first of the playoffs and 4th overall this season. And the Tigers are not yet ready to go quietly into that good night. Andrew Cease barking out the instructions to his 4 skaters, Shearer, Lucas, Logan, and Costa, the foursome out there for NA. So it'll be a shorthanded goal for Shearer. And what's the story here? Matt Schwartz and his coaching staff just got an explanation about something, but we're unable to read lips from this distance.
North Allegheny goal, his first in the playoffs, scored by number 13, Ed Shearer. Assisted by number
Costa
57,
with the dump in for NA. Junker immediately heads off for the extra man. Joey Mitchell is the extra skater. Ankrum with a blocker save there. Officially, it's Shearer from Ote. Keller off the side of the empty net. Trying to go out in front to Chiappetta. It's blocked. Shearer flying through center. Shearer to the corner. Shearer from an angle. Ankrum makes the save. 7 seconds left in the minor on Joyson. 1:07 left in regulation. NA, to their credit, not making it easy on the Lions. They've scored shorthanded once with the goaltender pulled, and the net to our right remains empty. Face-off in Lions territory. Chiappetta against the goal scorer, Shearer. Shearer is on this puck for the Tigers.
1 minute remaining in the Second period, 1 minute.
Dylan Mock sends it around the boards. Joyson has been set free. So NA does have a 6-on-5 advantage now. 50 seconds remaining. Logan with a dump in. Dylan Mock giving chase. Loki Otto's going to get there first, but so does Mock. Just a fraction of a second behind. Desai for Logan. Logan leans into one. That's blocked by D'Alessandro, out of play. 33.3 ticks to talk. South Fayette 4, North Allegheny 2. Tigers need 2 more with the goalie pulled. Sent beyond the line by Petter. And that might just about do it. Time, a luxury North Allegheny does not have, but they'll get one last rush maybe here if they can get on top of this puck deep in the South Fayette zone. Mock will bounce at the length of the ice. It's headed just wide of the open net. Icing with 12.5 left. Lions control it. Chiappetta off the boards, 5 seconds left. And you can spit shine your shoes, Fayette Township. The South Fayette Lions are returning to the Lemieux Complex to play for the Penguins Cup Championship. Final score, South Fayette Lions 4. The North Allegheny Tigers 2, and once again, Matt Schwartz is a giant killer. Schwartz and the Lions, now 12-10 overall on the year. They will play Seneca Valley next Monday at 6:15 for the Penguins Cup Class 3A Championship at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township. The North Allegheny Tigers see their season end with 13 wins and 9 losses overall.
The PIHL and participating teams, thank you for attending tonight's game. We ask that you please drive home safely and have a great night.
Night 1 of the PIHL semifinals in the books, and what a night it was. And there's still so much more to come this week. Tomorrow night, Class 2A gets their turn, followed by Class A on Wednesday night, for which I will be joining you once again. And then the Division II varsity semifinals here on the island on Thursday night. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski, Jessica Levo, Dylan Offerman, Michael Lyman, and the Four Seasons. Brian Mitchell, Tom Halliburka. Did I leave anybody out? I don't think so. And thank you for watching and listening. South Fayette will play for the Penguins Cup title. They beat North Allegheny 4-2. The Lions and Seneca Valley for the Penguins Cup Class 3A Championship next Monday. I'm Matt Popchock, and that's all she wrote. You've been watching coverage of the Class 3A Penguins Cup semifinals on TenbandTV and Trib Live High School Sports Network, presented by Drusky Entertainment.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
In the thick of that puck battle for South Fayette. Turnaround shot, D'Alessandro. The save is made by Junker. And there is no rebound. Desai giving chase. Oh, Shearer, what a hit there in the corner on Snyder. And now one of the Tigers gets dumped, and there's going to be a penalty, and this might go against Keller. Period. Desai. Up top for Logan. Logan through traffic. Ankrum the loud save. The rebound steered to the corner. Off the side of the net it comes. And about to go 2 for 2 on the penalty kill in the Penguins Cup playoffs. On another call coming up. This one's going to go against the Tigers. Penalty kill to keep that puck at the other end. Keep the ice tilted. One last chance maybe for the Lions. Junkert's going to flag that one down with 12 seconds. The NA senior. Chance now for Hudson. Hudson unable to pull it to his forehand. Costa, I think, did just enough to mess with his mojo. And deny that grade A scoring chance. Out in front it comes. Imler toward goal. Score! He's listening to the flippin' song. Lions try to get the extra man on. Venom turned it over to Costa. We get the whistle, and now we'll get the call. It's high sticking. Petta finds some space to Petter. Near side, D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro fires. Score! Trevor D'Alessandro could kick a Cal kitty corner to Cal Casca. He's Lucas over center red. And that takes an awkward bounce. Oh, it's played off the goal stick and smashed in. Anthony Lucas has Pac-Man fever. Oh, what a strange bounce. Santino Vizio on here defensively for the Lions. Watches Petter played up the boards, but gave it away. Noah Logan steers it toward goal, gloved by Jackson. South Fayette. Home run pass intended for Venom, intercepted by Costa. Desai up to Shearer. Shearer forcing the blocker save from Ankrum. Side for M. Shearer skating hard right wing. Oh, a blocker save there, and Ankrum just got a piece of that off the stick of Shearer. Desai out in front intended for Shearer. Shearer. One-timer by M. Save made. Oh, what a save again by Ankrum! And Ankrum making snow angels inside the crease. Covers that puck. Tigers getting some fresh troops out there as well. Odie settles this puck down for Shearer. Shearer off of Ankrum. Ankrum didn't know where that rebound went. Petter on the back check. Steers that puck wide of goal, and Ankrum had to make a save there from a bad angle on Desai. Center for Desai. Has Shearer go to the net. Shearer to the goal. He is robbed by Jackson Ankrum. Center for Desai. Has Shearer go to the net. Shearer to the goal. He is robbed by Jackson Ankrum. Breathing room here as it comes up to Kasnick with half a minute left in the period. Rygard trying to send it right back in, and D'Alessandro has it, but South Fayette is offside. Up going hard into the boards. Fortunately for the Lions' sake, their all-star forward, no worse for the wear, and a chance in front for Venom. He couldn't settle that puck down. Lucas, the NA goal scorer, knocked down as he played that puck. Here's Lobanov all alone. Lobanov side of the net. Oh, what a save there by Junker! Long to Venom. Venom for Imler. Imler for Chiappetta. Chiappetta! Burial! 3-1 Lions. And start Frey and the jumbo homer. Extra crispy, please. Alex Costa near side now for the Tigers. Up to Joyson. Joyson left circle. Dispossessed. Oh, quick shot there by Kasnick. Good reaction. Saved by... Dangerous play there by Junker. He just got rid of it in time, but turned it over to File, and now it bounces on net. And Cam Junker over the attacking line for North Allegheny. Near side, Mitchell. And Ankrum has it. Going to feel that one for a bit as the Lions watch the Tigers play this puck inside South Fayette territory. Lucas dropping for high toward goal. Ankrum followed that puck all the way and blocker to the side at the last second. Backhand try, missing the net. Like a Lion, down on all fours now, still unable to clear the zone. Pasquale off a South Fayette skate. Lobanov on one hand playing this puck up ahead for the Lions. He's taken out of the play immediately by Locchiato, but it's out in front. Keller that close to jamming it in and maybe delivering a North Allegheny won both regular season outings. D'Alessandro has the rebound. Score! Thank you, sir. May I have another? Trevor D'Alessandro is second of the night. Lions can breathe that much more now. Victory at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center in the second half of the regular season. Jackson Anchor making that save, and it comes free to Joyson. Joyson over the attacking line. Joyson taken out of the play by Snyder, and they both go crashing into the net behind Ankrum. 3:20 to go. Locchiato winds and fires. Ankrum. It's played up to center. D'Alessandro taken down. Penalty coming up. Trevor as the South Fayette fans get fired up. And did that go in? Yes, it did. Shearer manifesting that stuff from deep in the left circle. Puck deep in the South Fayette zone. Mock will bounce at the length of the ice. It's headed just wide of the open net. Icing with 12.5 left.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.